That is a T7. That's sick. I haven't seen one in town yet. I would like to have one of those bikes. I would like to ride one of those bikes. I don't know if I'd like to have one. One day, whenever I have a full arsenal of bikes, that's gonna be one in the garage for sure. Got that Highland, boy. You too, thank you. Oh, I can't wait to bust my ass here. Alright, what is up everybody? I hope you guys are having a good day, evening or night, whatever it is right now. I hope it's good for you. I hope life's good for you. I'm on my motorcycle right now, so right now life's pretty good. So we're gonna have a little bit controversial to some people subject today. This might make some people a little bit sensitive, I don't know. Not here to judge. I am not a motorcycle mechanic. This is going to be on my experiences, things that I have seen. I'm not like a certified motorcycle mechanic or anything like that, but don't click off the video yet because I got a point that I'm going to make with that. Now I looked this up because I wanted to fact check myself, right? There was a video by Jake the Garden Snake way back in the day. It was almost 10 years ago. Next year it'd be 10 years that this video came out. And I remember watching this video and was like, damn, that makes sense. I'm gonna do that whenever I buy my bike. It would have been 2 years later that I bought my 2014 DRZ 400 SM. My first ever brand new bike. I was 16. I didn't know anything about a new vehicle. This is the second newest vehicle I've ever bought. On both of my bikes, my personal bikes, I did the hard break-in method. I will show you what I mean by the hard break-in method here shortly. The big controversy, did I say that right? The big controversy, you know what I'm trying to say. Controversial thing is a hard break-in method versus an easy dealer recommended break-in method. I wanted to make this video because it's something I still get asked all the time. How do I ride it? Do I pay attention to what the dealer says? Should I break my bike in hard? It's hard to ever explain what I want to say, like replying to a comment or like somebody coming up and asking me. It's going to be a lot easier just to lay out my personal experiences. If you guys know Jake the Garden Snake, he's a certified motorcycle mechanic, whereas I am not. If you want a better explanation, I will have a link to his video in the description below. He probably will do a better job of explaining all this, but I'm going to go into some details and break down things that's going to kind of make sense if you pay attention. This is going to be why I truly believe in a hard break-in method. Yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of a subject for today's video. I'll go ahead and say it at the beginning of the video, and I'll probably say it again at the end. But if you have anything that you want me to talk about, or if you want me to review, or anything that you want me to make a video subject about while I'm out riding, I can absolutely do that. I've got a lot of things on my list. I've got a list going in my phone, and I'm slowly working my way down. I've got a lot of other cool things that I wanted to do, but something you guys have been asking about, and this would be a perfect subject for today's video. So that's enough talk. Let's go ahead and jump up in it. Alright, so you bought a brand new machine, right? A brand new 4-stroke machine. This could apply from anything from your Chinese motorcycle, Chinese quad, to a school bus, to a goddamn monster truck, okay? You're probably gonna assume you need to go by the dealer spec and go off of what the dealer says and only give it, you know, this much throttle. Can't give it any more than that. I gotta show you all something. Hold up. Pause the story for a minute. Look at this tire, bro. Poor tire. This was a Dunlop AT81 at one point. It's now gone. There used to be stairs here. What the fuck happened? I don't know why my Kia is so hard to pull out. It'd be hard to pull out sometimes. Oh, I can't wait to bust my ass here. Oh, there it is. Ow. That hurt. There's a car over there. Ow, that really hurt. That's gonna be really embarrassing whenever that just looks flat on GoPro. Where was I at with my story? I don't even remember. So yeah, you're probably gonna assume you need to go by the dealer's spec. You need to do everything the dealer says, only give it like a quarter of a throttle. It actually takes from the longevity of your motor and it makes less power. Let me tell you why. This is really crucial, like the first few miles that you actually put down on your bike. Once you put down those first few miles, like you can't get those back. It essentially is getting your bike ready for what life it's about to live. So, and for some people that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, whose idea was this? I'm gonna be fucking stuck down here. Have to call search and rescue on my ass. Oh, I'm glad I got my climbing shoes. Got about as much tread on my shoes as my tire does. Dirty. That felt really pointless. But anyway, So in my experience on the 2 brand new bikes that I have owned, whenever my friends get brand new bikes, I always say ride it hard and change the oil often. Like I said, the first few miles on a hard break-in are the most crucial on any brand new machine. Whenever you buy a supermoto, for example, a dual sport, a supermoto, you're gonna ride it hard. This could apply for sport bikes, but I'm not gonna speak for every rider because a lot of people buy sport bikes just to cruise them. Some people don't like the power, and you know, to each their own, I guess. But when you're high in the RPMs on your motorcycle, they got this all closed off. I was gonna go down there. Dang, son. When you're high in the RPMs, you're making more compression through your motor. So what's so crucial about any time that you got a fresh piston ring set in your motor, your cylinder wall and your piston rings work hand in hand together. Right off the bat, they're gonna slightly not be a match. As you ride your motorcycle for the first time, you're gonna be matching that piston ring with the cylinder wall. And the more compression that the bike is making, the more that the piston rings are heating up and expanding to the cylinder wall, thus causing more metal shavings to get in your oil. You know, there's one side that it can go up and out of the exhaust, or it can go down and into your oil. So when you're riding it harder, you're going to get a little bit more metal flake into your oil. So it only makes sense to change the oil more often. But if this was a brand new bike, I'd probably be exceeding the RPMs right now. If you are only on the throttle so much, you're not letting the piston ring expand fully like it should. Before we go too much further, I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by a hard break-in. We're gonna go ahead and believe that my KTM is brand new. 1 mile on it, brand new off the showroom floor. Sounds like a good time at one point. Those were the days. But yeah, we're gonna say that that's the case for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and let the bike heat up. I'm gonna let it fully get up to operating temperature and no more. There's a lot of people who believe in heat cycling, but in today's modern era of motors, it's not necessary. Just the same as an easy break-in isn't necessary anymore on modern motors. You let the bike warm up to operating temperature, you're good to go ahead and go. You're gonna let the bike go all the way through the RPM. But as you're coming back down, you're letting the D-cell fully run back down through the gear. We're gonna let the traffic pass. And again, almost a rev limiter. Then just let it wind back down. Gets low in the RPMs, do the same. You're not doing this. That's not what you want to do. You're just wanting to let it rev out, rev back down. That's all I mean by a hard break-in. Personally, like to click it through the gears just to make sure the gears are getting broken for that first oil change. You're still going to get little bits of metal shavings off all those gears, so it's a good idea to go ahead and do that too. So there are actually comparison videos showing that the bikes actually make more horsepower on a hard break-in. And the big rebuttal is, if an easy break-in isn't good for your motor, why would a dealer recommend it for you? And you gotta have a mindset as a dealer to understand that for a second. Here in the United States of America, a 16-year-old can walk in and purchase an H2, the fastest production motorcycle as of right now. If you own your own shop, right, and you see this 16-year-old kid walk into your dealership wanting to purchase a motorcycle, and you know what, he just so happens to be looking at this H2. You as a dealer, I recommend you being careful on this machine. Don't ride it hard, be easy on it. The kid's gonna stand a lot better of a chance, because if it was my 16-year-old self walking in to purchase an H2, the first thing I would do is top that thing out heading home. And that thing's guaranteed 200 miles an hour. Now, take a step back. Just pretend that there wasn't any scenarios where they had to say be careful for legal reasons. A dealer, motorcycle mechanic, whatever, is honest about it, and they tell you, hey, for these rings to seat properly, I want you to go ahead and take it through all the RPMs. That kid's now on an H2 with the mindset of, hey, I need to ride this thing hard. And on an H2, getting hurt on that thing would likely be enough to kill you. Now, in the world that we live in, there's going to be all kinds of lawsuits because the dealer told the kid to go ride it hard. For legal reasons, it's a lot easier for a dealer to tell you only to use so much throttle, because they don't know nothing about you. They don't know if you're a brand new rider. Hell, you ain't even got to show your permit. That dealership's in trouble, Kawasaki's in trouble, so obviously they can't out and out tell you. For some people, that might mean giving your bike to one of your buddies who has more riding experience. Those first so many miles is going to be the most important. Let's move on to talking a little more long term. Something like 400 hours down the road. 'Cause I'm coming up on 400 hours on the KTM. That's why I'm saying that. Nothing but oil changes. I've also had a DRZ that I put over 20,000 miles on with nothing but oil changes. This was the bike that actually worried me way more than my DRZ. I was worried about longevity of this bike. There's a bridge, you know what we gotta do. Gotta do the daily bridge circle. It's been a while. It hasn't been so daily anymore. Oh, I gotta redeem myself from that. I try to do these like every video, anytime I see a bridge. 400 hours down the road. I'm not gonna say this guaranteed to happen, but say if it were to happen, my piston ring doesn't fully expand all the way, right? The rings haven't been used to expanding all the way, and now all of a sudden that they are. This is gonna cause a lot more heat to get down in the bottom end of your motor, and it's gonna also cause a lot of blow-by. Picture a little gap between a ring and a cylinder. It's gonna look like this. There's gonna be little tiny microscopic gaps. Hi. Getting that CorkyCanStunt. Got that Highland, boy.
Is this all for you?
Yeah. You too, thank you. But yeah, having little gaps can cause blow-by your ring. Ultimately, that can destroy a lot of things. That can cause your motor to run dry because that is creating air where there is supposed to be oil, and oil obviously lubricates the system. This is what can cause valves to start messing up. And way back whenever you bought a brand new machine, after you broke it in, you'd have to adjust the valves. As long as it's a 4-stroke motor, I will always break in my stuff with the hard break-in method. A lot of people's rebuttal is going to say, I'm going to do as the dealer says. At the end of the day, it's your machine. Do your research on what you want to do. But this is honestly my personal experience, and I've seen a lot of friends get bikes. I've gotten a lot of bikes, and I've got to say, I will always do the hard break-in method. Even if I got like a 1290 Super Duke or hell, an H2, I would take that bike somewhere that I can actually open it up and fully be able to do my first ride on it. If you take one thing from this video, or if you ever plan on buying a brand new bike, just remember what I mean by when I say treat the bike brand new how it's going to be treated the rest of its life. That's honestly probably how you're going to get the most life out of a motor. And I see some of these KTM dudes getting over 600 and 800 hours on a single piston. This bike sees the rev limiter a lot of the time, and I ride it no different than how whenever I broke it in. Your motor will run cooler, last longer, and make more power. I truly believe that's what got this bike to 400 hours. Take it how you want it. Let me know your experiences down in the comment section below. If you've had any trouble with a hard break-in, let me know that. I'd be genuinely interested to know. You know something we haven't done in a while? I don't know if I've ever done it on this channel. You don't know what a chainsaw is? I got you, I got you. That wasn't the best. I haven't done that in a while. We'll come back for the chainsaw. I'll definitely start doing that some more. Bridge. I think it's doable. Need to get on a dry spot though. What's up, cow? Poor tire. All the cows are looking at me like, damn, you suck. Man, I am in trouble right now. I totally forgot that I have a dentist appointment in 30 minutes. They just called me asking me to come in early. I told them I was on my way there now, so.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, I got my face numb. I'm sorry. I just wanted to drop in and say thank you for watching the video. Wait, let's go back to a few minutes ago whenever I could talk normally and roll the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a like. Hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my other videos where I do a lot of stunt riding. My bike has currently got knobbies on it, but I've also got supermoto wheels for it too. Do a lot of adventure riding, stunt riding, a little bit of everything around here, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, later!
I'm gifted now, I'm 30,000 feet in the sky. I used to ask for the leg room, now I lie flat like a bedroom. All invested in my next move, like Dogecoin going to the moon. I work from home, but I never zoom. Don't got a boss tell me what to do. I used to dream with my eyes open, now I'm waking up to a better view. Drop top, pull out the foreign, I be